would have had Maple Leaf Gardens. Anybody here? 24 months ago? The only person that really did, honestly, Mr. Levy. Mr. Levy, hands on to you. Come on up.
I think it actually began, it's strange, it was exactly 1 year from the date the board approved the referendum question to the Government of Canada coming with the final 20 million. So in 365 days, we went from $0 to $60 million. And who's counting? But I think it's $168,315 per day, but that's probably an estimate. Well, we were now from the impossible to the plausible. A lot of work was done to be able to figure out how much this would cost. And it had to cost the larger amount because if it was anything less than that, it might have been a place for varsity athletes, but we had to make sure it was for all students. And therefore, it had to be, in fact, a bigger plan than people had first thought. Because if I could just stop here and mention one person that never stopped working on making this happen, including, I can't tell you how many challenges along the way that I would particularly like to acknowledge is Linda Grayson. Where are you? And so those challenges were many because we had to figure out how much this would really cost, and we had laws and we had our own team on it. But still we were $20 million short, and that's where the journey began, the third step of the journey. And it was interesting. I mean, never flown on a corporate jet in my life. I felt really uneasy doing it. I wanted to take Porter, I wanted to drive down and stay in my cottage. It was just not me to jump on a corporate jet with Gail and Weston and fly down to Ottawa to see the minister. I felt like, should I carry someone's baggage or something? Trying to put together the program that would work, and one of the constraints, as you know, is that you got to be skating there in 15 months. This is an interesting one. So someone said to me, why did you agree on 15 months? The answer was, do you want $20 million or nothing? You agree on 15 months. But to the credit of the law team, they did a lot of work to confirm that they could do it in 15 months. So last week we heard the news that the 20 that started with the students to 40 that was through the laws and the Weston family, and now the 60 from the government was a goal. And we own 2/3 of the gardens, and with that, it's your gardens. It's your gardens and your sisters and your little brother's gardens, and very much the gardens of the city. It will be brought back, and there will be skating there. It won't be exactly like when George Armstrong potted the goal into the empty net to win the Stanley Cup, winning the face-off from Jean Beliveau, who happens to be an honorary doc, and I mentioned it too, and he still hasn't forgotten that day. But nonetheless, it will be the gardens of the next generation for those that will play and have fun and have sports and volleyball and basketball and hockey and gym rooms and coffee shops and everything. So it is a historic day for the university, because in many ways, if you look at the data, in one fell swoop, we've gone from worst to first. It's an amazing, We have roughly 50,000 square feet of space. I think I got it roughly right, and we go something to 250. So We've gone from the bottom of the heap to the top of the heap in one big, giant step. So all I will end up by saying is that I'm being thanked a whole lot for it. But if I really had to honestly say who the thanks begins, it began with a group of students and those like Val and others who wanted the yes, because I can assure you that it would never have happened without the yes. And the yes brought 2 other yeses with it and brought the gardens to the university. So for everyone who participated or feels part of history, you have a right to. And for all of us, the nice part is that when you're 20 years older with your children or grandchildren or whoever you want to be, you're just part of a day that started a new chapter in the university history. And for that, I'm sort of really proud to be the president, but really feel indebted to the community, and particularly our students that are just the very best you can possibly have. So thank you all, enjoy the party, and have fun.
The campaign for the students was really well run. You'll see some of them are out here in force, but it would be remiss of me not to mention the rowing team and their great contribution. The figure skating team at the time did not know we were getting a rink, but they came out in full force, as did the hockey team. One of the big campaigns was the women's only gym, with all the posters that said we deserve a place to play. You saw different diverse students asking, can we meet their needs? And that was led by the student Sid Naidu. Come on up, Sid, and have a moment.
Ryerson University, how are we doing today? Today is a good day. No? Today is a great day. Today's a day of history that we can all remember. That we can all look back and say, we did something. Because Ryerson students don't just dream. We dream big. Real big. Today, the true home of the Leafs is now the home of the Rams. Yeah. Where's my athlete at? Eggie's down? Okay, let's get Eggie up here. I know you can. Eggie, you wanna come up? There's a Rise Spirit in here. There's a group called Rise Spirit. They got a lot of voice. So if anybody feels like sharing, you can come on. So I just want you guys to follow along. Alright? Follow my words. I'll say it and then you guys can repeat. Rise!